we on the Care Bears?
No.
Care Bears. Love. Which one are you?
Shine.
Oh yeah, Starshine. Which one are you?
Huh?
Which Care Bear are you?
Is there a cloud one?
I don't know.
Cloudy.
Oh, is this on the record?
You're pretty? Is that what you are?
No.
You're pretty?
No, you're pretty.
No, you're pretty.
No.
You're pretty. You're handsome. Uh-oh. It does. What does this beautiful elixir taste like? Pretty flat? Yeah, it's like that. Pretty flat for a white guy. I don't even know if that's a song or if it's just a saying. Oh, it probably is. Yeah, it definitely is. Getting it out. Are we on already? We are on. This is fun.
Don't worry, they can't see you yet.
Okay, cool.
Oh, whoa. I didn't even realize there's camera way up there.
I know, this is for us.
It's pointing right at you.
Directly at us.
Whoa. Oh, and this one's pointing at us.
Whoa,
Oh, my.
we're being watched.
Act normal. What do I do with my cheeks? What do I do with my face?
What am I doing with my hands?
I don't know where to put them. Hi. Welcome to the podcast. I guess I'm a guest, so I shouldn't introduce everyone.
Right. Welcome to the KOT BOL podcast, Keepers of Truth, Bridges of Love. We are joined today with our beautiful friends, Jake Padorr, Katie Rose. How are you two beautiful beings doing?
I'm doing great.
Vibrating on celestial planes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So nice to have you here. My beautiful partner Bridget is here with us. For those of you that aren't watching us, yeah, so excited to get into some conversations today.
Yeah.
It's raining outside currently. We are here in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Beautiful rainy day. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see if we can hear it. I can hear it.
I can hear it.
You can feel it and hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll start things off with a nice poem. How do you guys feel about that?
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
We'll just take one nice deep breath. Just to let it out. And then we'll do one more nice deep breath in and then
We are the tuning fork.
Yeah. That's how you feel in your body.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we talked about last time with Chris and Moni.
Whoa.
It's like
Portal.
beating the tuning fork.
Huh.
Seems like as the ohm continued, the vibration crept down and down and down until it became a whole part of the body, all the way down like a spinal cord.
Mm-hmm.
So last night was amazing. Got to talk about that right off the bat because it's something we just experienced.
Mm-hmm.
We had an incredible show out at the Shanty Shack.
Shanty Shack,
So much fun.
Santa Cruz.
Super fun.
Your band is amazing. Flat
Aw.
Sun Society. If you guys don't know, check them out. And you guys have another show coming up tomorrow.
Tomorrow at the Veterans Hall,
The Vets
5
Hall here
p.m.
in Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz on Front Street near the post office, downtown Santa Cruz.
Nice. What time?
We play 5 to 6, so an earlier set. But there's 4 other bands playing, awesome bands: Santa Cruda, Santa Cruz Latin Collective, Floratura, and the New Horizons.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
So this is the Kaleidoscope.
this is Kaleidoscope Fest.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cool. We're just-
Kaleidoscopic sounds.
Kaleidoscopic sounds.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And this is the whole funny
Yeah.
conundrum of the Good Times cover
Yeah.
swapping
Yeah.
photos and
Yeah, I love how our friend is putting together this festival and putting his heart and soul into the album called Kaleidoscope. And I think Good Times just like did a little accidental switch on the photos, and we ended up on the cover. And in the article, it shows the other band with our name under it. So we felt
That's
bad
really
about it
cute.
but unless you know who we are, you don't really know how to find us in the article anymore because we're only on the cover without a name.
Yeah,
So it's really, really comical publicity for us.
it's really funny.
We are, but nobody knows.
Exactly.
Mhm.
We've
Except
only,
everybody that knows.
yeah, the only people who know our faces are the only people who are going to be stoked.
And the picture itself is just already so beautifully sweet and also
Yeah.
somehow comical
Yeah.
because it's this full band of 6 men just so tenderly closing their eyes and just taking
Yeah.
in like the energy of peace of the coast.
Yeah.
It's really, really beautiful.
All our eyes are
picture.
closed. It's so
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. Pretty blessed to be a part of this festival. So yeah, we're playing tomorrow. And yeah, I think our percussionist isn't in town, but 2 drummers, bassist, and 2 guitars, vocals.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like so much fun. What time does the whole thing start?
Starts at 4, so we're the second band out of 5. So we're earlier. Yeah. Yeah. It's
You able to make it out there?
yeah, I hope y'all can. It was really fun last night because it was really community oriented in a way because I just know so many of the faces out there in the audience, and it's all our friends, and everyone is an amazing artist in their own right, and musician. And so everyone's kind of supporting each other. Everyone's stoking each other up, reinforcing each other. Yeah, I do the same to some people in the audience. I've like been like praying, thank you so much for what you just shared on that stage. Like, and so we're just all doing it. Yeah.
Ecstatic rapture on the dance floor last night.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Yeah. That's
Like,
the goal.
wow.
That's the goal. Like that's one of the missions of music for me at least is
Yeah.
ecstatic rapture.
Totally.
And we were talking about sometimes if you were deaf and you look just at the audience, you can maybe get an idea of what kind of music's going on. You see a lot of improvisational movement, a lot of ecstatic rapture, ecstatic dance. The music is probably pretty improvisational or ecstatic or not tied down and tight. It's loose, one could say. So I'm grateful for being inspired by the audience,
Yeah.
given that energy that we're just mirroring each other.
Totally.
It's super cool.
Last night I had this vision for a moment of your sound being like fractal broccoli.
Oh yeah.
Romanesco, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
And how when you tune in, there's like spirals within spirals of sound happening all at once.
yeah.
Like polyrhythms.
Yeah.
And it was just like, wow, that's totally what they are.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful imagery,
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the sound,
Yeah.
Can't help but dancing like Romanesco too.
Yeah. Romanesco kind of has like a concentric swirl. It's almost like multiple swirls swirling together, multiple people in a group working together.
True.
Or as the Grateful Dead would always say, 5 fingers on a hand, but all connected at the wrist. You know, but they're each doing their own movements, but they're all here
I
still.
like that.
Beautiful. And Katie Rose, how are you doing?
I'm feeling just so good right now. So lucky to be medicined up by you guys with your delicious food and tinctures and kaza. Yeah, feel really good. Yeah, we had a beautiful day of painting, Bridget and I today, when the boys were out running their music errands. And just painting is something that I don't have, I don't get to do all the time. And when I do, it just makes me feel so good inside. So free at heart, creative.
And this is one of your beautiful creations from today?
Ah, yes. Our table piece. Should I hold it up?
So
Hold it up?
pretty.
Sure.
Also kind of Care Bears energy, going back to that.
Pretty colors, yeah.
Look at all those colors.
Shut up!
Really nice. Really
I
nice.
like the shadow on the tree.
The floating
Yeah.
rainbow redwoods just flying on that strip of rainbow.
Redwood spirits. Yeah. Yeah. I was feeling the rain in the forest from our walk earlier today and ended up painting this bright rainbow.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I'm feeling inside right now.
Hmm.
And the trees came in, of course, in the end. Just like, yeah. feels really special to be here on this land. So thanks for having us.
Oh man, it's
So
so
good
nice
to
to
have
have you
you
here.
here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Pleasure.
Such
Mm-hmm.
a beautiful, bright blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, we're stoked on
Buzz.
y'all. I don't think we've ever been hosted so hospitably by such
Seriously.
medicine makers, especially with the food and
Mm.
energy. And yeah, this is really
Mhm.
nice. You
So
guys have
nourishing.
mentioned you have this longer term vision, and for a few years now, and it's being manifested more and more of a retreat center where you can offer your special gifts. And this is just a taste of that, and we're stoked.
Mm-hmm.
Stoked. It's really nice.
Well, you're medicine makers yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katie Rose, you've been making some amazing tea blends, and you're a beekeeper
Mm-hmm.
and have just wonderful products. You just changed the name? Is
I
that
did,
right?
yes,
It
yeah.
was Gardens of the Universe.
It was, yeah, Garden of the Universe.
Garden of the Universe.
And I changed it recently to Woven. Woven herbs. Kind of just taking the essence of what I'm doing and putting it into the title. Weaving with the land, being here on earth, knowing what's around us, what grows directly around us, natively, wildly, and weaving with it in our daily ritual with drinking tea. So it feels really good. It feels way more embodied to me, and I'm really excited about the change.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's a nice name.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I love the different names you have for your tea blends. Like you
Mm,
were just mentioning that new one right before we got on.
yeah.
Recording. And what about the?
Oh, Focus Pocus.
Yeah.
Yes, totally. Yeah. Our yerba mate based focusing blend with gotu kola, ginkgo, rosemary. Put some yerba santa. I think some black sage as well. The last two are native plants.
Nice.
So just really kind of a subtle amount of yerba santa or yerba mate, sorry, to get you a little boosted and stimulated to focus, but not too much so you're distracted and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too wired up.
Yeah, I really like it with local honey too.
Mm.
Shout out to Big Sur Honey Company and Pacific Coast Apiaries, two local
Okay.
honey businesses. Yes. Yes, such good honey. Black sage coming all over from Big Sur. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And you just moved to a new location.
I did.
in
Yes.
Sur.
I moved up to Clear Ridge. Yeah, it's a beautiful ridge right next to Pfeiffer Ridge, overlooking almost all of the Big Sur Valley, and you can see down into Sycamore Canyon. You can see the Cabeza Prieto, all of the mountains above, really well. Moonrise, sunset. It's so magical.
Yeah,
It's
it sounds
magic.
like so.
Yes. I feel so blessed.
Yeah, and the cute little house was. Did somebody who built that? Do you know?
It was built by Pamela.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the owner of the land, my
Okay.
landlady and dear friend. Yeah, she built it back, I think it was in the early 90s, I believe. And yeah, it started as just a small little tiny structure, just with a big window overlooking the view, which is all you really need. It's totally off grid, and yeah, I'm bringing my bees over there, and Jake helped me with the outdoor bathtub recently, and it's just really becoming a dream in waking life.
Awesome.
Yeah, can't wait to have you over.
Yes, can't wait.
And do you have garden space there? Is it?
Oh yes,
Wood?
so I do. I actually just got done clearing a lot of old coyote brush on the land, which is quite really fun to actually take out. It's just when it's dry like that, you just get into this animalistic mode of just rah, rah, rah. And the roots just are either rotten or dry, so you just and they come right out. So I had so satisfying. I had like a solid day of just that, and I made this beautiful plot about 24 by 28 feet for a garden that I hope to build up with friends and community members and you guys. And
If you need some help, we'd love to come out and help.
I would love that. Yeah.
Lots of extra seeds.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think that's been the highlight of my life recently is watching the seeds start to sprout.
Those guys over there.
I saw
Yeah,
them.
we
Who
have
are
a
they?
table full of sprouts going, and outside on the bench there's
I love these crazy
Singing
curly
bean
little
houses.
guys.
Yeah.
Beans.
Oh,
Is that what they are?
Or
They're
the
beans?
bigger ones?
The bigger ones?
Yeah, there's white beans, black beans, and then I think the
Wow.
other
Oh.
trays are cilantro, parsley, thyme.
Mm,
There's some
beautiful.
mystery seeds in the other one.
Love it. Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
I love a good mystery seed.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'm curious, when did you two start hanging out?
2.5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we were told to connect by a mutual friend of ours who had seen us both in our essences and figured that we might have fun weaving together. And I messaged you on Instagram being like, hey, our mutual friend told us we should meet up and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were both kind of with other people or hanging around other people at the time, but it was like, oh, maybe we'll run into each other. But we didn't get to that opportunity until at the Henry Miller Library for the Big Sur Fashion Show, which was on 9/9, which I like that number. And we knew each other's what our faces looked like, so we both saw each other. We're like, Katie Rose, Jake. And we're like, oh my god,
It's you. Oh my.
and it took like another month and a half for us to like kind of transition into having an availability energetically for each other, and even then it just was a basis of friendship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we're like, oh wait, shoot,
What's going on?
it's not just friendship.
The storm came. ...
Yeah.
I won't go into the details there. And then it
Storm came not
transitioned.
metaphorically, literally a storm
Literally
came,
a
and it
storm
like
came.
ushered in a feeling of aphrodisia and heart opening, like Mother Nature opening up.
Yeah.
It's rains, so yeah, really beautiful connection.
A natural
Yeah.
friendship. Just
Yeah.
we kind of became addicted to each other. And I think there was about a year the first year that we ever started weaving, where we only had spent like 2 days apart from each other until I finally went on a little trip.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
quite
we
fun.
built out a little sleep shed into a beautiful living situation in Big Sur. We built an outdoor kitchen and a little living space and a garden.
Yeah.
And now we have our own beautiful spaces right across from the hill, and we get to hang out whenever we want, and we get to have our own time whenever we want, and yeah, what a gift to have a friend like you. So yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just, I mean, you were on your own journey and path when we met, so.
Yeah, I had just gotten back into the country after a few years away getting my master's and doing research.
Oh, thank you.
Down in South America, and came back to the area that I grew up in and had no idea, how this country, how this place, how people my age in this place that I used to know so well functioned, or what the culture was like. I had the most culture shock I've ever had in my life just coming home. And Jake was a huge support for me, and like just planting my feet back here in this beautiful, beautiful place, and making a lot of the friends that I currently have now through the music scene and the art scene over in Big Sur and Santa Cruz. So thank you again for all of it.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
When did Casanova, you were talking about Casanova, was that one of the first?
Exactly. That was right when I got back.
It was like September 9/9 we met.
Yeah.
And that was probably like November. Yeah, where I came by. Yeah.
I was like, okay, I guess I'll just be a hostess and like make some money, I guess. That's what you do over here. Post research, you're like trying to figure out how to human. It was fun. It was actually great to it was a great way for me to start talking in English again, actually, and just connecting, even though it's kind of a superficial hostessing job, but connecting and opening my heart with the people in the area. It was a great kind of transitional job. Yeah, it was fun, especially when Jake would bring me flowers.
Yeah.
And when I would get free gnocchi.
And the arc of our.
Gnocchi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Shout
Free
out
gnocchi.
to Casa
Dang.
Novas for their gnocchi.
Yum.
If you know, you know. If you don't,
Key.
go. Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know. Key.
Key.
No
Oh,
key.
no key. I was like, what key? Where is it? What's the key?
That is
Oh
the
God,
key.
that's the key. That is the key. It is.
It's a funny word. It starts with a G.
Yeah.
Yeah, gnocchi.
Genau.
Gnocchi.
Don't you genau?
Yeah.
Vegan gnocchi.
Ooh.
Now, is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Totally.
tell me more.
Well, gnocchi's made from potatoes, so it's
Yeah.
vegan
True.
already.
It's made
But
of
the
potato and
sauce.
flour.
Tomato sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Red sauce. Can you do it either or?
Either or, red or white. Yeah.
Pesto.
I think
Yeah,
a
we like to do
truffly
that.
one is so good.
Yes, little truffles.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Got some truffles from. Where were you?
Lisbon.
Lisbon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Truffles home.
Where the
Tiny
truffle pigs live.
Bridget's the
Wow.
great chocolate maker, and Ken too. You guys are both great.
Yeah, we've been filling up on chocolate today.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate last night with chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then you made chocolates out of that.
We're like,
Yeah, yeah. You know we like.
I made dogs and Ken made chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Ken was up till, well, we were all up
We were
really
all till
late.
2.
Till 2 a.m. I guess, yeah. Around there.
How do you do that?
Just
Yeah,
one thing
thanks.
after the next was being whipped up in the kitchen. From
Yeah.
chocolate strawberries to pesto
The
to
pesto.
homemade bread.
Oh.
Ah,
We didn't have dinner, so it was nice to
Yeah.
come home. and
True.
Sometimes
Heaven.
late night food is alright.
Definitely.
Especially after you've been dancing.
Especially
Yeah.
when it's made
Usually
from you
famished
two.
after playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dancing, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, last night was really entertaining to me because, like you were saying, like a lot of fast-paced songs and
Yeah.
so much energy on the
It's a
dance
lot of
floor that
fast-paced
people literally were taking like breathing breaths,
Yeah.
including
Those
myself. Like,
exercise breaks.
okay, the two barrels that I ended up sitting between, just being held by these barrels just to catch my breath
Oh, yeah.
in peace and privacy.
You're like, this is such a nice spot.
Like
Remember, like, when you get underneath a weighted blanket or something?
Yes.
Try one of those things,
Oh
or
my God, yes.
when you sat in that little spot, it reminded me of just like,
It
okay,
felt like that.
in this little spot. Hold me still.
Yeah.
So I can rest.
It felt so good.
How experiential to have all those different feelings and experiences in a musical experience like that. Like
True.
jump for joy, crouch like a tiger, sit
Totally.
and heavy warm blanket
Totally.
vibe up next
Yes,
to the barrels.
next to
You
the
know,
fire. Yeah.
next to the barrels.
Dance again.
Yeah.
It's a really cool spot. I really like the shanty shack.
Yeah.
Too.
They have a nice outdoor area with a fire pit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Such a good vibe. Everybody that was there was just
Totally.
friendly and
Yeah.
I like that
really
you got
awesome.
outdoor dancing.
Yeah.
Too. Dogs
Okay.
running around the dance
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
I loved that. Yeah.
Such a different, they're
Totally.
Like, hey.
Yeah. Totally. Fire. It's like you're kind of at the beach.
And you're kind of supported by a venue like that because they book a
Yeah.
lot of events with that style, that very communal kind of tie-dyed energy. And so they support a lot of music like that. And so, we always are under the awareness that like it's harder to sing when like your vibe of people aren't around you. It's easier when you're
Right.
supported.
Yeah.
Same deal. If you're playing a venue that is down for that vibe, you're just like
Yeah.
sending it. You're just like, let's go. But if you're at
Yeah.
like a weird venue with different kind of folks that don't understand what you're expressing, makes it a bigger hurdle to overcome to express, but a greater
Mhm.
challenge, but an even better reward, I guess, in that case. Yeah.
you can definitely have breakthroughs in those situations.
Totally.
But
Totally.
it's sometimes coming up against a brick wall.
Yeah.
Sometimes really tough to break through.
Totally. Yes.
To soften people, like
Yeah.
people come in with their like feelings of how they're gonna how they should experience the music or whatever.
Which the energy of love, I think, is super warm. Which a brick wall being so solid,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
heat can maybe
Yeah.
heat up the particles so that they're moving
Oh.
faster, and you can then
Yeah.
fly freely through the brick wall.
I like that. No, exactly.
It reminds me of some of the dance motion, or not, well, kind of dance motions that Jake was doing last night on stage. Like
Yeah.
when you were
It was
singing,
nice,
I
yeah.
really liked what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that choreographed?
No, no, no,
We've been
no.
training.
No, it's this feeling. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
nice.
I think I
No,
might
I'm
have
praying.
one of those positions.
Yeah.
The stances.
Beautiful.
No, seriously,
It
it's
felt
amazing.
like just like receiving cosmic intelligence and then just
Yeah.
transmuting it and sending it to the audience.
Yeah,
Totally. I felt it.
Same.
that's the goal. Yeah, just praying, through singing.
Yeah.
And the second one starts praying, the second it's praying, God is praying back to you.
Mm.
The second I choose to meditate, God's smiling.
True. I like that a lot.
It feels like that. I feel like so just like
Yeah.
have you ever had that experience when you're meditating? Something I've thought about. I've asked a couple people, but like sometimes I feel like when I'm sitting there in meditation, like all of a sudden, like I just feel my whole being is super expanded, and I just feel like golden. But I feel like
Yes.
I'm super giant, like so, like my hands feel like they're 5,000 pounds, or like
Oh,
my
yes.
body is like so big.
Totally.
Like I feel like imagine it's just like I want to use the word fat, but it was just like rounded, just like so expansive.
Wow, expansive.
I love
So I wonder if
this,
that
yeah.
like sometimes that cute little like chubby
Yeah.
little Buddha.
Oh.
I was like, is that where that image came from? Is like,
yeah, the
does
feeling of
anybody else
that.
meditate
Oh.
is that happy little Buddha? Like, is that what I'm feeling like here? 'Cause
Totally.
it just feels like,
Totally.
and I'm just connected to the outer like
Yeah.
the whole collective consciousness. Like,
Yes.
that's what it feels like. So I just okay, guys, I'm sending you love.
Oh. I'm loving that you're saying this right now because I do
Yeah.
feel that. And to me, like, I love that you're saying it's like a fat, chubby feeling.
Yeah.
Because it totally, I haven't been able to explain it. Like, I've tried to explain it to you because to me it's a weird nostalgic feeling. It's a feeling of almost being like an object, or like I've been this way for my whole life in another lifetime. Like, I can't place the feeling, but I love it. I love this feeling, and it usually happens. It doesn't always happen to me in meditation, but it usually happens after a certain amount of time, a longer time, and it originates kind of usually when I'm like very, very still. Like, my hands in a mudra facing inward onto my knees. It's always with that mudra specifically, actually, that I can get there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Yes, I totally.
I feel like it starts in my hands too. Like,
Yeah. Oh. I wonder if there's a name for it, like a word for that feeling.
Float.
Fat Buddha.
Now I want to go.
Flotation.
I like that.
Shiny, sparkly Buddha.
Ooh. Yes. With turkey tail eyelashes.
We got to harvest some turkey tail mushrooms today. They're so beautiful.
They
They were
are.
like golden.
They were.
And it looks like chanterelles too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Chanterelles in the end of March. What?
And there's
Very
so
nice.
many,
Unheard.
popping up right now, but the rain might
Yeah.
take them back quickly.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It was such a magical rain walk that we had. Yeah. There was this whole tree, like a dead tree, but still upright, still holding its body up with its roots, completely full of turkey tail, from the floor to about 7 feet tall.
That's the one right
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Just like staircases of turkey tail.
It's almost like this, like little lace, like fluffy little lace all over.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was so
Medicine
beautiful.
tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were asking it how it wanted to be picked, and kind of felt into this energy of like kind of tickling it at the base where it connects onto the tree. But, like, that just like the foundation, the roots of it, giving it a tickle and a little pinch and a I love you. Yeah. Yeah. Mwah. Exactly. A
Next time
kiss.
hold me.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited to make medicine. Mm-hmm.
So we talked a little bit about food. We got a little bit of art in there. We got some music.
check.
I want to know what you guys are currently inspired by. Is there anything that stands out to be something that you find inspirational? Whether that's like a friend or somebody else yourselves doing something amazing in the community that you're in. What are you inspired by right now? Could be a book, or a movie, or a show, or people, or animals.
Honestly, in this moment, all day today and all day yesterday, I've been inspired by your love and you two.
Yeah.
Truly, above all else. Really just seeing the way that both of you flow in this world together and apart, and the magic that you make your reality at every moment in the day. Like, I'm gonna cry. Shoot. It's really inspiring. Yeah.
I'm inspired by your love too.
Windshield wipers. So thank you. Yeah. And just like, if anyone out there has tasted what they make, food, drinks, everything, art, it's just love. It's just pure love.
We're getting
Yeah. Well, that's
Thank you so much.
even better. Yeah. Other than that, I would say Dune.
Ooh.
Dune has really captured me. Yeah. I don't watch movies. I'm not very good at it. But I would watch this movie, both of them, over and over every day for a week if I could. I've been telling Jake. I'm like, you want to watch Dune? He's like, we just watched it. I just really like it.
Third one coming out too, right?
It seems as so. Yes, it seems as so.
Yeah, it's definitely a powerful movie and lots of reflections of our society and in general, and different
Yeah.
classes of people
Yes.
supposedly, and
Yeah,
just
definitely.
the ways that things are run and behind
Yeah.
the scenes and
Exactly.
intentions of certain people.
Yeah.
So what inspired you about, or what inspired you about brings inspiration?
Wow, yeah. I mean, exactly what you're saying, just like kind of the parallels to the situation that this planet could find itself in. And like we're seeing in different unfortunate events at the moment. I don't want to compare it like completely to what's happening in the world because it's not totally what's happening, but I think it's just whenever I see these stories of like a post-apocalyptic or a post-apocalyptic world being presented to the greater, planet, I'm like, yes, thank God. Like these people need to see, everyone needs to see like a potential scenario as out there as it can be. It's just kind of refreshing to me and extremely entertaining. I think really what I just loved was the energy of the desert and just kind of being transported into the desert and into what's the name of the indigenous population of the desert? I can't even remember right now.
The Fremen.
The Fremen. And just like feeling and resonating with like how they've adapted to this completely changed planet. The way they walk, the way they hold each other and have each other, the way that they ride the worm. I just felt like this really juicy, just like resonance with
Culture.
it. Yeah.
Juicy, place-based, land, reverent.
Yeah.
Subsistent culture.
Yeah.
And we're like watching this movie teach us about their technology and their language and their world, their worldview, and their relationship to their spice, and it's a really you can kind of make comparisons to place-based cultures, indigenous cultures, and colonizers coming to extract the spice, and so there's definitely a lot of commentary there. And it's makes sense that it's a book because of all the details of the different technology stuff. So pretty inspirational. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And having Jake there next to me to remind me the names of everything and put things into context because things are happening so quick. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, you just have to remember the phonetics because I don't know how to spell anything they're saying.
Totally,
it's just like Wadib or whatever.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
But also what's interesting about that movie is like the religious commentary and like this mystery of like, is this their Messiah? Like, look how messianic intentions can manipulate groups of people or be used for good, which is what the word Messiah should be used for. And Messiah, Christ are interchangeable. So yeah, it's really interesting to watch that movie. show that balance of like religion versus skepticism and
Right.
industry, family, community, and lack thereof, greed. Great themes. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing, the imagination behind it all, like
Yeah.
creating this whole other world that
Yeah.
It's
doesn't
unbelievable.
actually exist,
Yeah.
but having that foresight to like.
Yeah.
This was written in the 70s.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, 50s.
Was it
Even
50s?
Yeah, it was
later.
earlier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
parallel
Late
there.
50s, I think. Early 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely, yeah. I think it was early 60s. I remember looking at the library and figuring out when these far-out ideas proceeded or were inspired by other far-out ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Ah.
I've been inspired by some books, I guess, as you have probably. We've around at the same time reading two books that are highly informative for my universe view, for my worldview. One book is *Sapiens* that came out almost 10 years ago. Now it's a brief history of humankind, and the other book is *Romance of Reality*, which came out 2 years ago, and informs us from a scientific view of why indeed intelligent life is a spiritual inevitability when conditions permit. Like they prove through science, through a modern paradigm of scientific research, that actually this is God. This is beautiful. This is the universe speaking. This is intelligent life is inevitable, not accidental, when conditions permit.
Yeah.
And so that proof, I didn't need the science to tell me that, but it's cool to know that if people are not believers in a God and more believers in rigid science, they can read this book and be like, oh my God, this is potentially the current paradigm of universe's consciousness.
Yeah.
And reading it makes me feel like the universe is the tree, and intelligent life, whatever form it is the fruit of the tree. And a fruit carries a seed for another tree, and who's to say that it wouldn't take an intelligent life form, maybe not Homo sapiens, but an intelligent life form, to birth a new universe when a universe is towards collapse eons from now. Who's to say that's not the case?
It's like
And
an expansionistic
and they
feeling in theory versus a probability that we're here.
yeah
It's like, of course we're here, and we're gonna be here, and we're gonna be here more and more, and maybe not we as in humans, Homo sapiens, but love through life will be here eternally, because that's the nature of it all.
yeah exactly. That's the universe alive.
Love that
That
book.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think people, the old paradigm of what God meant for intelligent life was what a God sent accidental DNA mutation that it created intelligent life, or accidental replication, whatever term you want to say. Accidental. But it's actually not a God-given accident. It's a God-given inevitability. It was like this was going to happen because it was just so distance away from a heat source and light source. And so it's a optimistic universalist kind of view, I guess, that this book gives me, while also reading *Sapiens* and informing me on the time scale of our history and what we've done in our existence as one intelligent life form in our little corner of the universe. We're the poster child for the universe in our little corner, and there's potentially many other poster childs. So it's really beautiful to read those simultaneously. And it makes me feel really content in my heart, actually, and with my little fickle place in the universe, or potentially a very influential place in the universe. You know, things can change like that.
Totally.
Yeah, we were just talking today about how amazing it is that one person can create so much change in the world. One human being can literally affect the world in a massively positive way or incredibly negative way.
And then in turn maybe positive. Like
they might think it's.
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you sparked that idea that we talked about earlier, which is like the Chilean dictator did a bad thing by killing people en masse, but also kind of created a martyr out of one of their greatest folk heroes in Chile, and his music is still spread even further because he was killed for his art. And so who's to say Victor Jara from Chile? who's to say that music would have reached all these other ears from across the world if if it weren't for like the unfortunate events that have occurred down there. So just saying, like, yes, there's bad things that happen, but even then love can prevail out of there and music can come out of it.
But not to do bad things.
Not to do bad things.
Yeah.
Thinking that it's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
good. At least in my mind.
Yeah.
That's like anti-equation that
Yeah.
doesn't work out in the end.
It doesn't.
But at least knowing that like the bad thing had to happen for so much goodness to somehow spawn out of it with time, through time.
Yeah.
Just that optimistic viewpoint, why is this bad happening? Why is bad happening if what we're talking about with love being inevitable and expansion in life being unpreventable? Why would bad happen? Why would something opposite of love happen? Right?
Yeah.
And it's because it will make more somehow down the line.
Or maybe it's like
It's all lessons.
we were